Here we are at Road Atlanta for week number 3 of the iRacing League, sponsored by the Martin Sports Car Club. And I'd like to introduce my co-host, Lexi Plumley.
Hi.
Hi?
Hi.
We're in Georgia. What do you say?
Hello.
No.
I don't know.
How about howdy, y'all?
Howdy, y'all.
All right, so we have something special this week going on. This week, we are actually doing this recording as everybody races live.
What?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not available to race tonight and do the recording tomorrow night because I'll be traveling. So I decided that we're going to go ahead and not race and do this tonight. So let's go ahead and talk about, real quick, what is the race info. Go ahead, Lex.
It's finally different.
Yes.
67
Degrees.
degrees,
Yep.
41% humidity, partly cloudy, and 2 miles per hour. It seems a little different, so I can't say it.
It's okay. It's a little different. So yeah, it is a low low temperature outside, 67 degrees, but a high track temp over 100 degrees on the track right there in Georgia. So we're going to go ahead and bring up our grid to find out where we at. So Michael Day throws down an incredible time of 118.6, which is unbelievable for him. And there is some tight competition as Olivier Belanger, I'm not sure, you're about to tell me how to pronounce that. Sorry, Ali. Of 13 hundredths of a second behind them. Justin Cady, who used to race with us a lot, did come in and was able to make a race, and he is 0.2 seconds behind. Zach Holden, Friend Motorsport, up there at 0.2, also behind that. So 0.2 thousandths of a second between those guys. Jesse Olson for MSCC in 5th place. And if you see the cars rolling along, we're doing a full parade lap, so we've got to make sure we've got 2 minutes to wrap this up. Jesse Olson in 5th, Josh Wheeler in 6th. Michael Cochran from Tennessee is 7th. Robert Elder from Florida is in 8th. Bradley Alvis from Shut Up and Drive It is 9th. Ryan Friendly, Friend Motorsport, in 10th. Justin Hall is in 11th. That's not Justin Hall for Shut Up and Drive It. Next to him as they start across from each other to see who the better Justin Hall is, in 12th. And moving along here, Daniel Kroger Sirio, first ZP Motorsports guy, in 14th. Skyler is in 13th, just ahead of him. Vincent in 15th. Dean in 16th. Matt Carroll, 17th. Craig Klein, another Tennessee region driver, in 18th. Bjorn in 19th. Justin Barrera in 20th in the Ford GT. Kevin Medina, 21st for Martin Sports Car Club, followed by Bob Blucher and Tom Jensen, all for Martin. Andrew in 24th. I'm sure he can do a lot better than that in the race. He usually qualifies a lot higher. Eric in 25th. JG back for us another week, so a couple of guest guys that came with us, in 26th. Junie Thompson, 27th. Jonathan Greenberg, first-time driver with us, in 28th position. Brandon Dean, another new driver from Texas, in 29th. Michael Cabrera, Banana Man, in 30th. Chris Wells in 31st. Nicholas Vincent in 32nd. Brandon Bader back for another week in 33rd. And Zane Plumley, which is me, is not racing. And John, I don't believe he's still in the session. So unfortunately, so we do have a ton of drivers. So 33 drivers, which is a record for us, which is absolutely amazing. All right, what you got to say so far, Lexi, is the cars are getting out and going where they need to go.
Well, I have a question.
You have questions? What are your questions?
Is this a very long track or a very short track? Like, how many seconds or minutes is one lap?
It is a fast race time as far as lap time goes. It's about you saw some of the times a minute 18 as they're coming over the crest, and we'll go over the track layout a little bit later. So here they are, even though they have taken off. So Michael Day has also just go ahead and set the field on fire as he is heading towards turn 1, which is uphill. So you can see there's a myriad of cars going on as we will back out the view here a little bit. There you go. So you can see everybody as they come up the hill. Road Atlanta has just so much elevation. Oh, little front end slide out of him going out of turn 3. Somebody takes out some cones. Yep, Justin Cady looked like that might have been him taking out some cones through there. It was a fellow autocrosser, so he gets 10-second penalty for taking out every single cone there. As looks like somebody's making some moves through up to turn 5, which is a very slippery corner. The lead's going through between Michael and Javier going into turn 6. Up here is a little short straight, onto the brakes again before this very, very, very long straight. Coming back through, so you check in the middle of the grid as things are still piling up and going through. I know, a little bit of contact there with Dean as he was coming through the corner. Didn't expect the guy in front of him to slow down as much. You can see this is just a freight train. So moving back up to the leaders as they are coming down the very long straight into 10A, 10B. 6th gear all the way down to 2nd gear to get through. And again, very slippery off camber, up and over the bridge with a blind crest of not knowing where you are, but you use the letters on the sign to figure out where you need to be and put your car. So there concludes lap 1 of 25 this week, not our normal 20-lap race. All right, so we do have some other great features. Since we are recording live, we have some new options that we can do some live replays, which is kind of neat as everybody's going green, of course, being that that's their first lap. Oh, so here we go. First one, Matt Carroll. There he goes. Oh, gets taken out by somebody, and we got some slow motion. As those two guys, unfortunately, got some help from behind, taking Matt going up the hill, which is that turn 3, real dangerous braking zone. So back to the live race as we are here, and only a half a second still between Javier and Michael. Zach holding on tight as well, and then a little gap back to Josh and Wheeler as they're coming downhill. And we'll get a track, we'll ride along with somebody a little bit later in the race and let Lexi pick a driver who we can do, so you can just see how much elevation there is here at Road Atlanta. All right, down the hill through the straights. And of course, if you are not hugging that right-hand curb coming out, and one thing you do not want to do as you're coming downhill in the 5th gear is actually put your car just touching the grass. So Javier with a 118.7 as the fastest lap of the race, the only person in the 118s right now. So he is making up space and seeing what's going on as Zach Holden right behind them trying to keep up, just dropped the wheel right to the outside. So let's go back in the back of the pack. There are so many people battling for positions right now. I don't even know where to start. All right, Nicholas Vincent climbing up the hill. Here is Junie Thompson, and for some reason the ZPM livery is not picking up on the cars again, unfortunately. So here comes Chris Wells putting a pass on, as Brandon Bader has some issues going up the hill, but saves it before it becomes an issue. All right, I know you like the cat picture there, Lexi.
Does he keep eating cucumbers?
I don't know. These cats are afraid of cucumbers.
Yeah, so why would he eat it?
Yep. So there's one of the new liveries. So Team MSCC got their act together as far as their livery, and now they're all racing in matching liveries this week. So as Kevin is giving chase to, who's that?
Get your hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, and any other thing you can fry with fire.
Yep.
Or whatever.
So as I was saying, Kevin Medina giving chase to Justin Barrera in the Ford GT, and there goes Dean in the beginning shot. All right, Michael Day still out there in the lead. Get a nice shot here of Almira chasing him up through the furthest section away from the start-finish line. Turn 6, now into turn 7. As Alviera closes up on the brakes and runs it out wide, uses all the track there, which you kind of have to in order to keep any corner speed up going, because if you're not getting a good launch out of turn 7, it will just absolutely destroy your top end speed going through. Here we go, cresting over the hill, down into the braking zone, into a real tight chicane, not so much S's. Up and over, you can see a blind, see what I'm talking about, it's a blind crest. You don't know where you're going until you're up past the crest of the hill before you see what's going on. And there's Potter, the start-finish line. Andrew is back this week. I think he just flew back in today just for this race. He was able to make it despite that there is a hurricane out there in Florida and messing things up a little bit for people. But he was able to make it back, so we're happy. Oh, he dropped the wheel. Exactly what I was talking about earlier. Do not drop a wheel coming out of that corner, because unfortunately that what happens, and hopefully that is drivable, because he just passed pit entrance, so he'll have to go all the way around in order to get through. Oh, wow, that's horrible. So what do we call that, Lexi?
Commentator's curse.
Yes, so I will hear about that on Discord, no doubt. So here's the battle of the Justin Halls. So there's the Shut Up and Drive It Justin Hall chasing the other Justin Hall in the Lamborghini. And those guys are battling for 12th place. And they got, I think there's Skyler right in front of them as well. So Shut Up and Drive It with some very nicely matched and colorful winners for this season.
Where's Jackson?
Matt Jackson, he was having issues again with his VR. He hasn't quite figured it out and did not want to wreck anybody else's race. So he elected not to race until he gets that completely fixed. So I'll be over there after we get done with our trip and kind of get that all sorted out for him. All right, so the front two still have not changed, but they have put a gap on the rest of the field back to Zach in third for about 2.5 seconds. So these guys are keeping it together and keeping it close. I'm not sure what the strategy is for Olivier to see if he's just going to hang loose. And as he take turn 5 really wide out through there, but still part of the usable track that they allow them to do. All right, where is Mr. Bradley? There he is, as he is trying to keep pace up with Ryan Flannery out in front. So with all the elevation changes in the off-camber corners, a lot of the guys who are driving the Porsches were calling the Porsches this week the death machine. And they've had a lot of time trying to find the right setup. But of course, you're looking at some of the front runners, they figured something out as well. Oh no, Andrew looks like he crashed again. Oh, the back end of that car just looks so twitchy, unfortunately. So he is not having a good day for him. And he's going topless.
Put a shirt on.
Yeah, he just went to the beach.
I see his tubes. Dang.
Yep, so let's check in with, there is Bjorn. Yep, look at that, he's got a new picture this week. He is from what I understand and can tell on Discord, he's quite the fitness nut. He loves working out and exercising, which is a good thing, something that I need to do a lot more of. So if I was closer to Bjorn, I'm sure he would be yelling at me to keep pushing and at least do something.
Do you do those things where you...
Bench press?
Oh, yeah.
No. Oh, that was Craig. I think he got away with a nice one there as he got a wheel on the inside. And Craig doing very well in 21st place, looking to move up and get caught with Eric, what he does. Wow, that turn 5 is crazy as Junie is on the tail and now come in side by side going into turn 6. But Craig has the preferred line, and knowing Junie, he probably just set him up to keep with momentum as he can go through. Yep, there he goes in turn 7. So we do have a pass for 4th place. There goes Jesse Olson, passed. Who did he pass? I'm sorry, Josh Wheeler as it goes 10A. Oh, and then Michael Cochran looks like he was trying to get in that right there as well, so we can try to take advantage of that. But now they're going down the hill. Michael has a little bit more, but right behind Michael is Justin Cady right on the nose to tail. So let's go live and check out where these guys are at. As they go through the S's, through this section here, a little bit of braking and then off way out to the side, and you can't take too far wide as a lot of the guys are starting in the back of the pack and through. Oh, Kevin Medina looks like he is off track, unfortunately. He is back on track right now. So these guys are keeping it really close. So the good thing, this is the best part of the area because of the high speeds going through. This is where you want to set up kind of medium downforce on your car so you can get a good slipstream off the car in front of you and try to make up spaces, and then jam on the brakes at the bottom of the hill down here. All right, Jimmy makes a pass on Craig. There he goes, Craig again, dropping a wheel on that backside, so he just files right behind him and gives up the spot. So checking back at the front, no change here really between Michael Oliveira and Zach, still 2.5 seconds, a little bit plus back. And then a little farther back there's Jesse, but the race we're going on here, oh, look at us, how loose those cars are getting. Yeah, I don't know if that's Michael's personal cat or, oh, Jesse goes off and looks like he got hit. Hopefully he's not breaking in with the penalty. It looks like he's right back where he started. I'm not sure, he had to get some sort of slowdown. Not sure how that happened, but these guys are still in the same spot as Michael Cochran. Looks like he's trying to get by Josh Wheeler as well and to keep up with Jesse. That was almost disastrous for Jesse, and it must not have recorded something because I didn't see anything come through on the timing and scoring that it was an event that was worth doing, but there was definitely a lot of grass involved in that one. What, you want to go down the leaderboard?
What lap was
Lap 13.
Okay.
How about that? Is that good?
3 more laps to go. Halfway.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Yeah, whoa, who just went off?
No.
Who just went off? Is that Robert Elder? He did, oh, they touched. He went off into the outside, and that turn is just horrible. And again, that's such a bad place to go off because it is just past pit lane as he goes through there. Whoa, and there's Michael Cochran again, dropping a couple wheels off track, trying to keep chase with Jesse moving forward, but still all the way back to Bradley. Right through here, just a ton of cars trying to fight for. Oh, hey, the gyro. I don't know, the gyro cam needs a little bit of help and adjustment on that one. Maybe someone gave him a love tap and the camera fell off to the side. So I'll remember now, I'll use that one again. That was a bad crash.
And secondly, since this is 25 laps this time, then what would we have left? I know
About,
it's not 10.
it's like 12 and a half, but we'll go with 13.
Okay.
Yep, and there is Kevin Medina giving chase to Brandon Dean, one of our new drivers for this week. So there's plenty of racing, but we're gonna still go back. Oh no, wait, did we miss? Hold on a second. It's not showing up, but we do now have a new leader. Yep. Oliveira has now made it to lead, and unfortunately, I don't see that on something I can go back and hit a replay on him. So I'm sorry about that. I was hoping everything would show up fine and I'd be able to capture that because I got some flack for missing a lead swap last week at Sebring. The one time that they swapped between Michael Cochran and somebody else. So unfortunately, sorry about that. I'll try to keep an eye, but there's so much going on. I have 3 screens here, and on other screens I must have like 500 buttons to control everything for the broadcast and trying to watch what's going on in the screen and everything else. It's tough. So, but I'm trying my best, and that's why I got Lexi here to help me out.
Is Oliveira?
Nope, he's not.
Oh, because that picture looks like.
Oh, he is kind of young. Yeah. I don't know how old he is. I haven't talked to him yet. This is only his second race with us. Oh, I love that shot. That was great. So Michael Cochran was all over the bumper of Jesse Olsen trying to get back in the 4th place. And they're still giving chase as they're going up the hill. Skylar Gregg going into pit lane. So one of the first guys to go in the pits, hopefully didn't have any damage and just trying to get out of some traffic. And Justin Cady still hanging on with these guys. So all the way back from Michael to Ryan. He is caught up to this group as well. There he is right there. For Friend Motorsport. Yep, Justin Hall and Dean. There he goes. Oh, Wow, yeah, through the S's, got a little slippery. He was catching up to Dean there and went off track and then lost a little bit of time to Dean, who's right in the front. It looks like he might be trying to put a pass on. So that would be, I haven't memorized the colors yet. So Justin Hall from Shut Up and Drive It. Almost. Have you thinking about who you want to drive with yet?
Well, I do want to say something. I've been thinking about something to say it while I think.
Okay, well, go ahead and think about it. Oh, and there goes Dean Dibdahl on the inside. He's going to clamp on the brakes as they go down 10A. And looks like they're side by side through the section. Who's going to get a better drive? Looks like Justin Hall did a good job. They're still going through, but Dean gets an incredible launch coming up and over the crest as he takes a position from Justin as they go through the start-finish line. Man, look how tight these guys are. The Justin Hall is still tucked together. They could be twinsies if they were racing in the same car. Go ahead. You can say it.
Lap 13.
Which is?
Which we named the thing.
Name the thing, sure.
Yeah.
Name a driver, and let's ride around with somebody.
Let's see.
Somebody we haven't. Yes. No, we don't want to do a commentator curse.
Alex.
Yep. If you saw Dean's car just porpoising all over the track as he came through there. Just an incredible talent and 13-year-old kid. I love it.
Let's try.
Brandon, which one? I think we have two of them.
Brandon
Brandon Dean?
Yeah.
Nope. All right. So let's find Brandon Dean. There he is there. Whoa, a lot of back end slide going through. And let's see, he's going around the back end, so we'll keep coverage going. And when we get closer to the start-finish line, we will switch to him. So everyone's staying on track. So everyone's supposed to settle down about the halfway point. Now they're starting to think about when they're going to pit. As Justin Hall is actually in pit lane, probably trying to look for some free space to get away from the other Justin Hall. As Justin Hall and Daniel both hit their fast lap times of 119 and 8 and 7 respectively. So Banana Man is trying to put chase onto Chris Wells. And Eric is also catching up to Justin Barrera, but we're going to ride around. There we go. So there's the start-finish line with Brandon Dean in the Porsche 911 that just came out for this season. So as we're going into
turn 1.
That's right, and you go up the hill to a blind braking zone right through here into
turn 2.
And that we just passed is
turn 3.
Yep.
Turn 4.
Turn 4 is not really a big turn, but it is as it takes you through
the S's.
Yep, all the way through the S's, coming right through this corner.
Turn 5.
Which is turn 5, as Michael Day puts in a 1:18.6 fastest lap of the race.
Turn 6.
Yep, coming up to turn 6. So yeah, there's only one name for these corners at Road Atlanta, and there might be other names, but they're not on the maps that I was able to print out from a track. So
turn 7
is the slowest turn there.
Turn 8.
Turn 8, which is this little part right there, which is not really a turn, but I'm sure if they want to call it that, no big deal. Also, as they come up to the crest of this hill, they're calling this turn 9 right here, which is again not really much of a turn, down into the hardest part of
turn
10A, turn 10B.
Turn 11.
Up and over the bridge, blind rise, down to
turn 12,
which is right there and taking you on to the start-finish straight. That was awesome. Uh-oh, we got a crash. Bob Butcher crashed. Oh, looks like you got some help from Dean and then gets hit by just, oh no! I think that was a teammate. That might have been Junie that hit him as well. Man,
that was
not good.
That was bad and cool at the same time.
Yeah.
Not that they crashed, but how they crashed.
Yes, that was tough.
Yeah. I hope they didn't lose their paint.
Yeah, I know. I hope so either. I noticed that Tom was running a different paint livery earlier, and now this one's on here. So if that was Tom who hit him, maybe he smacked a different livery onto his car.
I like that.
that is cool. All right, so here's Michael Day. After relinquishing the lead to Olivier, is now less than a second back. So he is fighting back to get that spot back for the top spot. Zach Holden 3 seconds back. Jesse Olsen another 6 seconds back. But again, these guys right through here, Jesse with the new livery, close chase between Michael and Justin Gady and Josh Wheeler. So Justin got past Josh while we were riding around all the way back to Ryan in that portion of 11, bringing up the rear of this 5-car train.
I'm gonna give up.
You're going to give out points? You haven't given out points in a long time. So you know who likes to get points?
Who?
Mr. Chicken Legs.
I know how he took that camera, I think. I think he can't do a handstand.
Maybe he did a handstand, a one-handed handstand with the camera. Oh, Michael Day with another blistering lap for fastest lap of 118.69. He is, and has cut the chase down to 0.7 seconds, now 0.6, as he is putting the pressure back on to get in front for the lead for the second half of the race. So we haven't seen a lot of people pitting, so it should be coming up here pretty soon, and everything is going to change as they take advantage of all the track through there. And Justin Hall said he just put in 119.6, his fastest lap of the race. What you got?
No, Okay, so what lap would you say?
I would say you can go right through the leaderboard now, but I would start quick because people are going to start going into the pits.
Olivier, Michael,
Zach? Yep.
Zach, Jesse, Michael, Justin, Josh, Ryan, Bradley, Dean, Justin, Bjorn, Tom, Justin, Daniel, Nicholas,
Yep, Vincent.
Nicholas, Andrew, Banana Man, JG,
Who's on the screen. Glad to have him back.
Brandon,
Bob Blucha, who finally changed his banner.
Nope.
Where's he at? There he is.
Yeah.
He's got a picture of his
Yeah.
yellow helmet.
Oh, he has a yellow helmet?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, where
To go with his yellow wheels.
He still hasn't turned rotten. That's a long-lasting banana.
Yep. There's Kevin Medina giving chase to Andrew Gaterick. Unfortunately, who did have a couple incidents, but he went through and pit and was able to get his car fixed to keep racing.
Andrew, Kevin, Banana Man, Nicholas, JG, Brandon, Bob Bleacher again.
Yep, Michael.
Banana Man.
Yep, and Banana Man. And I know there's more back there.
I think I missed some.
There you go.
Now where was I?
Oh, what happened? I lost feed.
Bjorn, Justin. Wait, I already went down that. Banana Man, Nicholas, JG, Brandon.
Oh, Brandon
Oh,
has
someone's-
spun it again.
I thought he was stuck in the wheel.
Yep.
Is that a bull?
Yes, for a Red Bull.
Red Bull. Okay.
All right, all the leaders are in pit lane. There they all go. You can see them just behind the timing tower. There they are. Everyone is now pitting. Oh, Michael Cochran. Looks like he got a jump on Jesse in the pits. And he actually did. And Justin Cady as well, as they come back out. Still nose to tail for these guys. And it's going to be a battle all the way in for the last 6 laps.
I'm giving out 900 points.
900, that is a lot of points.
And also, what happened?
With?
I literally just saw like 4 people out. And I was like,
Oh, it's just switching camera views to different drivers.
Oh, okay. Well, there were 4 people out, and I remember one. Jonathan Green.
Yes, I think he is. Oh, Justin Katie putting on the binders real late to try to close up that gap on a Michael Cochran, going up to 10.8 and up and over and on through the bridge. Right through there, as these guys are still keeping it so close.
5 laps to go.
It is 5 laps to go. This is not only a fast race, this is why we added more laps to it to try to get it to our regular 40-minute race that we have. But it has gone through very quickly with so much that we can do.
So, just to let you guys know, I've already chose someone. Lexi Carjessa.
Yeah. Oh, so Zach Holden has gotten by Michael Day to take second spot.
I also know our Shake and Bake Award.
Who was our Shake and Bake Award winner?
Well, right now.
Leader, I should say.
Right now.
Yeah.
It's Eric Lightskin.
Yep, he's always a person that's usually in contention for the Shake and Bake Award all the time. All these cars filing through here one at a time as we're closing in and still have so much racing left to do and so much racing still on track as the 2 teammates right there look like Chris Wells and Kevin Medina running nose to tail, as the Friend Motorsports guys right behind them are also running nose to tail. So a lot of team orders here. So you can tell there's a lot more teams than we have this year as opposed to years of the past where it's just the 4 teams. So with the growth of the league, we decided to make more teams and make it more interesting and see who's going to come out with the top speed. Oh, it's Kevin Medina runs a little wide through turn 5 and loses a little bit of draft. And now the Friend Motorsports guys are going to go through and battle as the 5, what's that? Oh, as the 599 comes through. Oh, and Brandon Bader off again in turn number 6. There he is right there. Oh, collecting it to be safe. There he goes. He'll be able to make it back. Which is good. So here we go. Yep, Michael Day gets past Zach Holden as he's able to get back into second place. We are getting down to the end. That is correct. As Vincent puts in his fastest time of 1:19.3. So everyone should have pitted right now. Oh, the back wheel of Zach's car just sliding out as either Chris Wells politely getting out of the way for those guys, and Kevin as well, as they're going to continue their battle as they let the leaders through. You can just see exactly how bumpy and rough that these guys are driving around to keep up with each other as close as they do. So they're coming up on the back of, it looks like, yep, the GRM car of GT. And he nicely also gets off to the side and let these guys battle it out between Michael and Zach. And Albier has checked out with the 3 seconds. We're going to go check. Oh man, what is with the camera views? So Ryan giving chase to Josh. There we go. Who is also giving chase to Jesse Olsen for 5th place. Justin Cady looks like he's put a little bit of gap. There he goes. Glad to have him back again. He raced a lot with us the first year because of the way the league has evolved and elongating some of the practice and qualifying and everything else that it did not work. We had to change some times for him as well. So, but glad to have him back for this week.
2 more laps to go.
It is 2 more laps to go. It is going so quickly.
We better go. Okay, 9 million, get rid of that, and now every single person has 9 million.
How many zeros is that? Whoa, as Zach Holden goes way wide, going up to turn 5.
No idea.
No idea?
No. 3?
No, a lot more than 3.
A zillion?
No, well, you can't have more zeros than your million. You can't have a zillion. Yep.
5.
All right, so, Ryan Flannery. Oh, it looks like he...
Did you bring us snacks, Cassie?
Hi, Cassie. Where's our snack? We got snacks!
You finally brought us snacks.
Thank you so much.
You. I'll clean the dishwasher for you.
Yeah, we actually got some Chips Ahoy in the commentary
Yay.
booth. Oh, man, I gotta fix that camera. That camera is bugging me.
That's so cool. Once and forever.
Yep, we got some snacks. Cassie came through. 40-something broadcasts later, we finally get snacks in the commentary booth.
One more lap to go.
Oh, it is one more lap to go as Zach Holden is still giving chase, is on the rear bumper as these Porsche 911s are going through turn 3 and turn 4 and down through the S's as Jesse Olsen has gotten back in front of Michael Cochran, who is still putting types of... wow, Jesse, so we've got to get back here. There we go, side by side with these guys as they go through the S's. This is probably not the smartest thing to do. Oh, no! The two come together. And what's going to happen? Jesse looks like he was able to break free, and JG does not want to get into the mix, but Bradley gives Bradley a great run now, being able to move up. And Josh, man, we knew that was, she's not one of the best things to do, to come through the S's side by side. It is tough through there. That Lamborghini, though, that Jesse's driving with the silver wheels does look, it's kind of like it is very periodic of the 1980s.
Oh.
So there goes. So he looks like she's got some damage, and he is protecting the inside line
White
going through. I know, we got to check. So there he is. So last lap right now as they go through is Javier is 3 seconds clear, and Michael Day had to go to pit lane. What?
Yep, I fall.
Oh, man. So there's the two Martin Sport Car Club teammates still going at it, Chris and Kevin, and I'm sure they'll be bragging rights the next time they see each other, which is going to be this Friday, because the reason why we can't do a recorded broadcast on a drive is because I'm going down to Florida, hang out with those guys, and we're going to go to Hollerbox and enjoy some beer together. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of bragging, table bench racing going on over beers that are there. So Michael Cochran, also in the pit. So maybe these guys did not figure out the fuel strategy for the laps going through. So Bradley now has really done well throughout all this, because he moved up a few spaces and the guys had to go and get extra fuel, and he is right on the tail of Jesse Olsen to see if he can grab that last one. Real quick, gonna go through here. Dean still having a race with a bunch of these guys through here with Justin Hall, but we want to go ahead, and there he is, flashing his lights for the win. Javier takes the win with Zach Holden in second place, as close as he was, and Justin Cady back with us. There he goes, taking third place for him. That's great. And here comes Jesse Olsen and Bradley. He was able to hold on after his little wreck there, so fourth place, and Bradley in fifth. Michael Day there he goes. He comes, has a little bit of, I don't think he was very happy with his race, unfortunately, with the way that came through. But I know a lot of these guys do like to have, get some steam. There he goes, and launched. Almost right on the top of, we're almost right on the top of Michael's car. Justin Hall passes. There's Bjorn. He's pulled off to the side up the turn. Oh no, he's spun in turn 10. That's not doing good. He is actually going backwards, which is not good. There goes Michael Cochran past the line. Here's Tom Jessen. A kind of quiet race from him, but that's good because look, you don't really want to get called out for bad things that happen all the time. There is Vincent, who's also being chased by Junie right at the line, less than a second for these guys. And yep, and Chris Wells. Bjorn had to take a toe back. That's awful. And Chris Wells crosses the finish line as well, so he's doing his parade lap. So that is everybody that went through the race. My goodness, there was so much to talk about for that one. I don't know what else I can say besides let's talk about the results.
The winner, can I do the winner of Lexicar Jessup Award?
You can do that.
The winner of the Lexicar Jessup Award is,
Do you know?
I don't know his name.
So all that build up and you don't even know his name. What did the car look like?
It had lots of colors.
Okay, well, we will go ahead and take a picture and post it on the Martin Sports Car Club Played group page on Facebook. All right, so going over the results through here, Javier taking the lead halfway through the race and never looked back, winning by a gap of 3 seconds over Zach Holden, who was able to fend off and have a better strategy than Michael Day, his teammate, for second place. And rounding out the podium was Justin Cady. So glad to have him back. Jesse Olsen in fourth, Bradley in fifth with very close times going through there. Michael Day did collect himself again and I guess got a splash and dash to go and get sixth place. Ryan Flannery in seventh, another teammate of Michael. Josh Wheeler, who's for Shut Up and Drive It, is in eighth. Justin Hall, not from Suddy, is in ninth. Dean, really good, got a top 10, so it rounds out your top 10. Moving on to that, in 11th is Skyler. Justin Hall in 12th for Shut Up and Drive It. Michael Cochran, who I think also had to get a splash to finish the race, ended up in 13. Eric, which I believe was our Shake and Bake Award winner, is in 14th. Tom Jessen in 15th. I think that's the car you were talking about, Lexi. Excuse me. Justin Barrera in 16th. Daniel in 17th for ZPM teammates. Vincent in 18th as he's part of the Fully Sent group. And I'm trying to get this moving. There we go. Junie in 19th. Bjorn unfortunately lost a whole ton of spaces on the last set of corners for 20th. Andrew in 21st. Brandon Dean, first race with us, in 22nd. Chris Wells did come out on top of his teammate, Kevin Medina, for 23rd. And Nicholas Vincent was 25th. Michael in 26th. JG 27th. Glad to have him back. Bob Lucher with a big, gigantic wreck was able to come back and at least get some points out of this. And 28th, I think that's the last payout point spot, so we'll get 1 point for the week. Brandon Bader in 29th, Robert Elder in 30th, Craig in 31st, and Matt Carroll in 32nd. I think that is everybody. Oh, and then Jonathan and Zane, which didn't race. So there's your race. What do you think of that, Lexi? Was that exciting or what?
That was so fun, especially when Cassie brought us cookies.
Oh, that was the highlight of your day, was the cookies?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. We're glad that you watched, and we hope to see you next week. I think we're at Daytona next week, if I'm not mistaken, and another great race by the Martin Sports Car Club. Thank you very much.
Bye.